On to start.
So,
Welcome to the part 2 of the template modification. We've succeeded in doing every other changes here. We've changed the logo and we played around with the modules and every other part of the website. So what we're going to focus on now is to try and edit our header. By default, what you are supposed to do is to actually go to the backend, locate this module, and then edit it from your backend here. But for sake of ease, I'm just going to show you a process whereby you can actually replace the sliders with your own images that you've created. Maybe subsequently you can actually go here and do the editing from the backend. But now I've designed my sliders, so I'm just going to go to my site in my site folder, my C drive, XAMPP, htdocs, and our site folder. I'll go to images. Under images, just look for the particular slider image. Here you have image slider. So these are the 3 sliders that are used here. So what I'm going to do is to actually replace it with the ones that I have. Minimize. And this is the one I'm using for third slide. This is the one I'm using for the first slide. So I'm going to delete slide 1. It's in JPG format. Okay. It's in JPG, meaning I have to save my pictures as JPG. Now it's in PNG, so I'll just convert it to JPG. Convert it to JPG. Or let me just do that straight up from my Joomla site, from my Photoshop again. This is the image. Save as. Save this as FFF. I'm saving as JPEG. One thing with you replacing the image, you have to make sure it's the same format. You have to make sure it's the same format. So I'll go back to my desktop, look for this, then drag that here, and I'm going to call it slide 1. I'll delete the slide 1. I'll call this slide 1 JPG, or let me call that slide 2. Let me delete slide 2. Let's call this slide 3. Let's call that slide 3. Let's call this slide 3. That's slide 3. Then let's make this slide 1. It's supposed to be JPG. This slide 1, this slide 3. Then I'm going to add this. Take this now, drag it here, and I'm going to call this slide 2 or JPG. So now we have our 3 slides. We've succeeded in replacing it. So one more thing I'm going to do, I'm going to replace this caption image with one on my desktop. So I'll just come here, put it here, then take this. This is PNG. Copy the name, Ctrl C, rename, and save. Right now it won't save, but so this is it. So we've replaced the images in our slider. Let's refresh it and see how the change has been effected. Mosquito one there. So now what we're going to do, we are just going to walk through the process, or let me not say the process, we are just going to explore the website that we've created and familiarize ourselves with the interface and see the features that we've been able to create with this template. Initially, the plan was to create a website just like Jumia Konga with all the functionalities of a world-class e-commerce store, and so far so good, we've been able to create that. But we're just going to go through now and explore each of the features one after the other. The first thing is that all our items, it has a short description, a name, and then to view the long description, all you have to do is click on it, and then on clicking on it, it will take you to where you get the full description. Initially, when we're creating our site, we had this short description and the long description. Short description and long description. So right here, when you scroll down, you see long description full with images and a lot of write-ups. And the good thing about Vetumat is it gives you the freedom to actually write as much as possible about the product. You can add images, you can add videos and all that. So this for the iPhone, and you can access this by clicking on the image. That's for the long description. That another thing I'm going to show you today is the compare and then the add to cart. Add to cart. Now there are 2 items in our cart. Let me remove it so that we can actually walk through the process of adding 2 carts ourselves. So let's go to the home page. This is the home page. Here, aside of each item, you have an add to cart button. Clicking on add to cart is going to bring out a pop-up, modal pop-up, showing that you've added this item to your cart, and the user can actually continue shopping by just clicking continue shopping. And then when you go up, you view your cart, you see that one product added 180,000 naira, and that's one, and continue shopping. When you see something else again, okay, I've seen let's say I've seen this HP laptop, you can add to cart. You've seen the MacBook, you can add to cart, and all that. So let's add this BlackBerry, for example, to cart. Add to cart, we've added 2, and when we go up, our cart has automatically been updated. You have the BlackBerry Z30 and you have the Z10. So meaning the visitor to your site or the user can actually shop as much as they want, put as many items that they can in the shop, and easily check out. This just all they have to do, just look up of the website, and then they view their carts, and instantly they can check out instantly. Very easy to check out. All they have to do is click on checkout. Clicking on checkout is going to take them to a page where they can view the order one last time. And then first of all, you have to log in. Now I've logged in as an admin, but we set our shop to be that only a registered user can actually check out. And then you click on terms of service, and then you check out. So it's a very easy process. For each item you see that you want, you click on add to cart. It's just like your virtual baskets, online baskets. Like when you're shopping in a shop, in a supermarket, you add as many products you want to your bag or your baskets, and then you go to the stand and then check out. So that's for the add to cart. And one other very good feature that our template has is the power to actually compare. With this comparison feature, when you hover around a product, you see a love icon that is to add to a wish list, because sometimes you might decide not to pay immediately and then you add it to a wish list. So anytime you log into your accounts on the store, you can see a list of all the items that you've been interested in. Sometimes you might not necessarily have the money to pay, but you can just add it to a wish list. So when you just go to your wish list, you see all the products that you are interested in, and whenever you're ready to buy, if it's still in stock, you can actually make the purchase. Well, what I'm going to show to you now is the compare. There's an icon there with two documents together. How to do is this compare actually enables the user to make a very decisive or a more decisive action relating to the choice. So what they have to do, if maybe they have like 3 products in mind and they're trying to make a comparison, what you have to do is click on this icon here, add to compare. There's a pop-up that comes and shows that you've added this to compare, and then you can continue shopping. Let's say you've seen another one, you add that to compare. That means we have 2, you can continue shopping. Then let's look for another one. You added this to compare. So now we've added 3 items to compare. So to actually view the compare, you go to compare. Going to compare, it's going to put those 3 products side by side, and it's very wonderful because here you have the 3 products that you have, and then you can easily compare these products side by side. You see the first one, you have a description, you can compare them based on rating, the price, the description, manufacturer, and all that. And you can still extend the criteria here for comparison at the back end. All you have to do is just add more feeds for in which a product can be sorted. You can even include the long description as a means for them to actually compare. You can add so many other stuff. So from here now you can see the 3 products lined side by side, and this is a very powerful feature. It's a very powerful feature because your users or visitors, they have a tool that's going to make them make decisions better and faster. And this one feature that is in our website that even Jumia and Konga doesn't have as at this point. That goes to show you once more how powerful a portal we've created using Joomla, this template, and the quick start package. So it's a very robust portal. We are able to make comparisons and all that. And that's good feature again in this template is the feature or is the part that we can actually view our products without leaving the home page. By default, for you to get the full description of any product, you have to click on it, which is then going to take you out of the page. You wait for the page to load before you now get to see the full details. Because most of the time, the short description is never enough for a customer to make a choice. They see the short description on your homepage, but then they still want to look at the full description before they actually make a purchase. And most of the time, they tend to wait to load the page. But with this option, if the user wants to actually get a quick view, all they have to do is hover around. You see a button coming up, quick view. Clicking on quick view is going to create a modal pop-up, and this pop-up carries all this description, the long description and everything is right here. So you can see the short description here, the manufacturer, the availability, and all that. And then when you go down, you can see the long description all on the home page. So they can actually access the description without even leaving the front page. So basically, they can even shop, meaning they shop faster, and the user experience is better for the user. It's very, 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 very vital. I'm going to try and check out another product that we can actually use to explore this quick view. Let's click on this. For example, this is the quick view. Coming down, you see all the description, you see the images and everything. It makes it very fast, and it makes for a better user experience on your website. This is one more feature that our online store had. So that's that. What we're going to do again, let's explore the checkout options. Now we've added 2 items to our cart. You can add a third one. Let's click on let's say we are adding, let me look for something like, let me look for an electronic. Okay, let me take this MacBook Pro, and then we'll add to cart. Adding it to cart, then we add the third item to the cart. So we can either show cart now or continue shopping. Either you show cart, it shows you your cart, continue shopping, or you just hover around here, you see all the 3 items that you added, the MacBook, the BlackBerry, and the iPhone. And for you to make a purchase, all you have to do is just go to view cart, or you click on checkout. Either way, it will take you to where you can make your purchase. Like I said, you have to be registered. You just log in with your login credentials, and then you see your cards again. You can review what you are paying for before you actually make the decision, and then you have the discounts. We've created 2 products with discounts, and those products are active here. You can tell how much discounts you are getting. So that's for that. But the thing here is, for the payment to actually go through, we have to integrate shipments, and we have to integrate the payment method. Right now, we've not done that, but I'm going to walk you through that process in the next chapter. And we're going to be using a gateway called Simple Pay. Simple Pay is one of the very efficient method to actually take payments in Nigeria. And one of the reasons why most Nigerians are looking to create an online store, or one of the limitations that they have, is how to actually integrate payment to their website, and how to actually make sure they get payments that are being made from the website. But with Simple Pay and with the tutorial that I'm going to be giving you, that's going to be one issue that I've been taken out of the picture. It's going to be it's a very easy process. All you have to do is go to, let's say, simplepayforyou.com. You create an account with them. You download the plugin that you're going to be integrating to your Vetumats, and then instantly, when a user wants to buy, after adding items to the carts, as soon as they click checkout, Simple Pay handles the other payments and takes them to a place where they can use their credit card or debit card to make the payments, and that payment automatically goes to you. For you to view the payments, you can go to your Simple Pay account area, and then you see all the transactions that have been completed or those that have been pending. In the next chapter, we are actually going to be focusing on the payment integration. We are going to focus on payment integration. There, you actually get to know how the integration and how the payment process is being done. But for now, we've been able to design our sites fully apart from integrating the payment. Our products are up. You can add to carts, you can compare, you can have a quick view of your products, you can create more categories and everything. So far so good. This is a very fully functional website. I would say just like Jumia and Konga, this is actually better than that, because we have even more features that they don't have. And we've been able to do this in just a couple of minutes or a few hours. So that's the power of using Joomla and using a good template and also quick start. So our sliders are up. We've changed our menus, our logo. We've succeeded in changing logos, and everything is up and running. So in the next chapter, I'll walk you through integrating payments using Simple Pay. In the next chapter.